How you doing, everyone? All right, here we go. We have our Elimination Chamber PLE in the books, and the road to WrestleMania looks good for some, muddy for others. I guess we'll have to see what goes on from here. However, we have the full details coming up, and here's our rundown of the Elimination Chamber as it went down last night. First match of the night. I love that they started off with one chamber match. I'm glad. It's always nice to see them get a hot start. I'm going to run down. We're just going to do the winners and losers, and we'll get into a little bit of details for each match. Nothing crazy. I just want to run through it with you. So, first of all, we have Asuka taking the women's Elimination Chamber match. She's been hot going into this. I think just about everybody saw this coming. She taps out Carmella to end the night. Well, to end Carmella's night. And stamp her ticket to WrestleMania to face Bianca Belair. There was a couple really nice spots in this match. They were a little timid here and there. I guess getting the night started, they weren't really warm yet, but they had a very, very nice match to start this off. I mean, real nice spot. Raquel Rodriguez runs Nikki Cross. I almost said Nikki Bella. Nikki Cross through the chamber pod, kind of knocking both of them for a loop. Real nice spot. You have Raquel Rodriguez once again. She's on the second rope, leaning over. Liv Morgan on the top of one of the pods. Sunset flip bomb onto the ring. Really, really nice couple spots in there for the women. But in the end, Asuka takes it. I gotta say, I mean, I'm happy they're going with Asuka. To be honest, I hope Asuka ends up beating Bianca Belair. Not because I dislike Bianca Belair or anything, but I'm a real big Asuka fan, and I have been since I first saw her down in NXT. She's a great wrestler, great personality, and I love her entire makeup. It's beautiful. Moving on, we have Bobby Lashley beats Brock Lesnar by DQ. Definitely not the way he wanted to win this match. He's got Brock in the hurt lock. Brock goes cheap with the kick. You know, it happens. He goes low. But after the match is the big story because Brock goes insane. Well, I'm pretty sure it was two officials take an F5. He's got Bobby Lashley takes an F5 through the announce desk, which they reset up, and it didn't get treated real well last night. Bobby Lashley gets the win though, and I guess now he better run because Bray Wyatt's going to have his sights set on him. I guess for WrestleMania. I'm really excited to see what happens on Monday Night Raw because I really want to see how they set this whole match up. Because I'll be honest with you, I love Bray Wyatt. I want to see him win everything. I know he can't, but I think this would be an interesting matchup because Bobby Lashley is a big man and he is not going to be intimidated by Bray Wyatt no matter what he does. So next we have Edge and Beth Phoenix defeat Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. The ending of this match was a little muddy here and there. It always has its stops and starts anytime you have a mixed match because once you get that tag, the other one has to come in. You never really get a great rhythm going, but they did a really good job of having two people fighting on the outside while, two were fighting on the inside a lot of times. This was a better setup mixed tag match, I think, than I've seen in a while. Really nice spots. There were two power bombs in the middle of this where Rhea power bombed Edge and Beth Phoenix powerbomb Finn Balor at the same time. Really nice looking. Real nice spot where Beth Phoenix and Edge have Balor and Rhea in the execution at the same time, where Rhea stops Finn Balor from tapping out, and then you get a little bit of interference from Dominic Mysterio, and he stops all of that. Eventually, you have Beth Phoenix hitting Finn Balor with the Shatter Machine, along with Edge. Edge lifts him up. Finn Balor comes down. Beth Phoenix with the knees for the Shatter Machine. 1, 2, 3. They win the match. This was a really nice match. It definitely didn't have the stops and starts and all the the real weird timing that most of these kinds of matches do. They did a really good job of keeping this moving. Speaking of keeping it moving, we're going to move on. We have the men's Elimination Chamber match, which I was really looking forward to last night. Really good match. They did a lot of nice stuff in this match. In the end, Austin Theory, he pinned Seth Rollins. We had interference from Logan Paul, which I'm pretty sure everybody saw coming. We saw, Montez Ford looks like he gets knocked for a loop. They open the cage up to pull him out. Here comes Logan Paul. First, he hits a buckshot lariat, which I was excited to see. It looked really good on to Seth Rollins. And as he's saying, "All right, I'm leaving," Seth Rollins starts getting up. He hits him with a stomp. Austin Theory, 1, 2, 3, retains the U.S. title. I really, I really enjoyed some of the spots from this. Montez Ford climbing the side of the chamber. He goes all the way to the top. Looked just like I forget. I believe it was one of the tag team ones years ago. One of the luchas, climbed the side, and he was all the way up on the top of the cage. The little slope of the top of the cage. He's hanging off the top of it and dropped real high up. That had to be scary for him coming all the way down. Thankfully, it looked like everybody was safe after that. Uh, it always worries me seeing stuff like that. Those guys, they work so hard, to have all these beautiful spots in this match. You know, Damian Priest, honestly, in this match, I thought Gargano would be the MVP because he's a hard worker. Him and Seth started off with Austin Theory coming in third, and there was a lot of really good wrestling in this. But in my eyes, Damian Priest was the MVP of this match. A lot of good spots from him. If you get the chance, go check this out. This was a beautiful match. There were so many good setups in this. But Damian Priest did a lot of the legwork in this. He's been one of my favorites since he was in NXT. The guy is a really good mover. The guy has great agility, his size, speed. He has everything you need, and he tops it off with a lot of talent. So I think he's a future champion. But in the end, Austin Theory retains the U.S. title. Very curious who his next challenger is going to be. Be honest with you, I kind of hope we're going to see some kind of either ladder match or three-way with some combination of Damian Priest and Johnny Gargano, because I'll tell you what, they all work together really well. And then the main event of the night, everything, what everybody really wanted to see. You know, this was such a sad match for me. I really, really wanted this to go differently. But Roman Reigns, in the end, pinned Sami Zayn to retain the title. There was a lot of muddiness in this. So, Reigns comes out first, which I liked. It was a really nice touch. It gives Sami Zayn that, spot of the night. Comes out, for the very last entrance. And man, was this a hot crowd. Hometown, loud. They were cheering him on. They were singing. It was absolutely awesome. I'm so happy for Sami Zayn. That guy deserves every bit of everything he gets because he works so hard. And everything they give him, he makes work to a T. He puts 110% of himself in that. And I'll tell you what, it shows. Uh, you know, I hate all the interference. I truly hate the interference. It bothers the heck out of me. But otherwise, the match was beautifully set up. Sami Zayn looked like an all-star. They gave him so much. I thought they were going to have Reigns take 80% of this, have Sami build to a comeback, and then have him lose. They didn't. They let Sami have like 60% of the offense, maybe a little more in this. He hit every spot. He hit a blue thunder bomb that looked like $1,000,000. He hit a couple Superman punches. He hit a spear in this. He hit, I think it was 3 haluva kicks. I gotta say, man, I honestly think this went the wrong way. I thought they should have either done a double DQ to have a triple threat for the title at Mania, which I understand why they don't, but I think this was one match they could have gotten away with, and it would have looked, would have made sense within the story. But I think they went the wrong way with this. Just my personal opinion. I'd rather see Zayn, take this and have him and Cody. I think that fans would have liked that better. I understand why they went with Reigns. They've been building this for almost 3 years. It's got to happen at Mania. But after 2 ref bumps, you get multiple interference from the Usos, and then you get Reigns using a chair to put Zayn down, which it's nice. It showed it took a lot more to put Zayn down than just one spear, so I like that. But the night's not over just yet. After the match, the Usos get up. They're beating down Sami Zayn. You think it's going to end, and KO's music hits, and all hell breaks loose. KO comes down. He hits stunners on everyone. And then he does a pop-up power bomb, hits Jimmy Uso with that, through the announce desk on the outside, and then Sami Zayn hits Reigns with one more haluva kick to try and send the fans home at least a little bit happy. It had to feel good for him, but not the result I wanted to see. But still, it was an excellent, excellent premium live event. I got to tell you, I want to see more like this. It was, it seemed like it kept moving. It didn't seem like there were any, dead spots. There were no bathroom breaks for for anything. Every match was really good. The only slow one seemed like Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, but you get 2 big men like that. You're not trying to make either of them look weak. You want them both to look strong. So I understand why it was a little slow. They wanted to show, a lot of the power. I understand the dirty finish. I still don't like that they do dirty finishes, but it definitely made sense. You didn't want either of these guys to look weak. Plus, it gives you the chance, if you want to, at Mania to have them together. I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to try and put Bray Wyatt in a match with Bobby Lashley, since he was the winner, and he had that segment on on Friday Night SmackDown where he told whoever won this match to run. It's going to be interesting to see that match. Uh, but otherwise, the entire thing was pretty well a banger. But that's enough from me. I want to know what you guys thought. Please, if you get the chance, comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this premium live event. I thought it was beautiful. To me, at least an 8 out of 10. But what can I say? That's enough from me. I hope you guys get the chance. Like, share, subscribe, please. I love you all. I pray that this entire life is blessed for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Later on.